Good morning, Botai. Continuing with some of the halachot of Mishloach Manot. As we've spoken about yesterday, one of the main reasons for the mitzvah of Mishloach Manot is to create friendship, camaraderie between people. So because of that, you have to send Mishloach Manot containing foods that the other person can eat. Which means, if you're sending foods that are below the kashrut standards that the person keeps, the person's not yotzei dechovah, which means if the person's faradi, and you send them Mishloach Manot with meat, that's not halak bet Yosef lechol hadeot, person's not yotzei dechovah. Or, for instance, if you send him a baked good, something that's made out of the 5 grains, and it's not kemach yashan, isur deoraita. Therefore, if you send it to him, you're not yotzei dechovah. Why? Because you're sending him something that he can't eat. If you know that he keeps chalav Yisrael, and you send him something that's OUD, you're also not yotzei dechovah. It's like you're taunting him, you're laughing at him. What are you sending him? Things that he can't eat. You have to make sure that the kashrut of the foods and the beverages that you send for Mishloach Manot are to the highest standard, beyond reproach. If you know also, for whatever reason, let's say he doesn't eat a certain hechsher, whatever it is, a certain hashgacha he doesn't eat, and you send it to him, what are you doing? You're sending him something that he can't eat. No good. However, what happens though, that's with regards to kashrut. What happens if it's something else? Let's say, for instance, let's say the guy's a diabetic. Yeah, the guy's diabetic, very dangerously diabetic, and you send him candies and licorice and cakes and whatever. What are you doing? You tell him to drop dead. Aval ma, mikol makom, person's yitzei dechovah. Why? Because at the end of the day, he can give it to his family, there's other people that he can share it with. Kashrut is fine, the guy has an issue. Or, for instance, let's say now, you just saw the guy, he ate a Seudat Purim. Even if he ate it early, late, it doesn't matter. Now he's Besari. You come with the whole Mishloach Manot now, cereal, and forget about cereal, milk and dairy and whatever. He says, Purim Sameach, right? He's not going to be Chalavi until after Purim. Yatzai Dechovah. Why? Because over there, the food is fine. He happens to be in a situation where he can't eat it right now, but that's going to pass. Therefore, and he can also share it with other people, over there, he would be Yotzei Dechovah. But remember, the idea is, sometimes you'd be surprised. The kinds of Mishloach Manot, the kinds of foods that people put in there, the kashrut, so I don't know what it is, but sometimes people are not so makpid about kashrut. Now I know people are going to say, halevai, people should watch their mouth, what comes out of their mouth, like what comes in their mouth. That's all correct. That's absolutely true. You have to watch what comes out of your mouth, but that doesn't negate the fact that you have to watch what comes in your mouth also. But, right? One's not more important than the other. Now you have to be careful about both. Torah commands us about both, so a person's obligated to take this into consideration. Yom Tov.